derivative of a product and a quotient, right? When you have product means what? Multiplication. If I multiply two numbers, basically what I'm doing is finding the product of two numbers. 2 times 3, right? Product of 2 and 3 is adjacency. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do here, so here we have that for me to find the derivative with differentiation, it's an anonym for differentiation. If I want to differentiate two products, two functions that are multiplying themselves, so I'm going to make use of this formula. It's a very, very quick formula. Take the first one, as how I always like to say it, so that it will be very easy for me to remember. Take the first one, differentiate the second one, right? Then take the second one, differentiate what? X top. That for the products, right? If I have two functions that are multiplying themselves, I'll take the first one, take this first one, differentiate this one, right? And then take this one, differentiate, I will sum them together. Whenever I get becomes my answer. Come together now. So if I'm looking for the quotient is division. So if I'm looking for the derivative of a quotient of two functions, so what I can do is first thing, take the second one, and the denominator, differentiate in numerator, then minus, take the numerator, differentiate those denominator, and the denominator will square. Right? So that is good to actually give me what? My answer. Be very accurate and also then very good. Alright. So we have this. How are you going to do my exploration? So I'm going to really work on this. I have this first one to be y equal to 3 blocks 2x and then 1 minus x. So the first thing for me to do is to find out my u and my words b. My u will be what? 3 blocks 2x. And then my b will be 1 minus x. I will differentiate my ed. So if I differentiate a constant, I'm going to get 0. And if I differentiate this guy, I'm going to have 2. Right? If I differentiate 2x, raised to power 1. So the 1 comes down, 2 times 1 is 2. The 1 minus 1 is what? 0. So 2 x raised to power 0. It is 2 times what? Y. It is 2. Right? So that's basically what I'm going to get. So I'm going to have 2. Then if I differentiate v, I'm going to get what? This gives me 0. And then this gives me what? 1. So I have my answer altogether. So that is what it's going to be. So what do I do now? dy dx will be equal to, remember, you say take the what? Take the first one. That means I'll take the first one without differentiating it. That's 3 blocks 2x. Then differentiate the second one, right? Differentiate the second one. So when I differentiate the second one, I go to minus 1 plus. Take your second one. Now, second one is up my apex. It will fill the next one. Get works. So this go to deals minus times sin c. Minus plus a it's minus a up to its locks. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times minus x equals minus 2x. So you have minus 2x minus 2x equals minus 4x. Minus 3 plus 2 equals minus 4. I have a coin towards my answer. So looks very cheap, right? Very cheap. It's way more interesting than that. Very, very interesting. Okay. Minus core x minus 2. So that's what they're going to get out. Answer. Let's take the second one. The second one we have Remember, for this guy, you can also solve it in another way by opening up the bracket, right? Open up the brackets, I can actually solve it as well using that method. So the second one, I have y equal towards 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared. And then 4 minus 5x squared. Alright, so what the first thing? The first one I treat towards 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared. And the second one is 4 minus 5x squared. Du with the differentiating of the first one. I differentiate 1, I'll get towards 0. I differentiate minus 2x, I'll get towards minus 2. Then plus, I differentiate this, I'm going to get 6x, this to power 1, right? So my dv now is going to be, if I differentiate 4, I'll get z. If I differentiate this one, I'm going to get minus 10x, right? That basically what we're going to have. Alright, so now say dy dx. dy dx, remember, I always say take the first one. Hit the first one, which is 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared. Differentiate the second one, which is dv, go to have minus 10x logs. Take the second one, which is 4 minus 5x squared. Differentiate the first one. We're going to have minus 10 plus 6. So I can put this guy up, but minus 10x times 1, you can do minus 10x. Minus minus is plus. 10 times 2 is 20. X squared. Minus plus is minus. Yes? 10 times 3 is 30. X is the quantity. So flux. 4 times minus 2 is minus that. 4 times 6 takes the log 24x. Right? So minus minus is what plus. 5 times 2 is 10. X squared. The minus plus equals minus. 5 times 6 equals 30. Then x, how many x is 2? 1. Like so. Alright. So, other way you keep up like terms, right? Is 24x minus 10x. So we'll start with the highest power. The highest power is what? X is to power 3. We have minus 20 minus 30. View was minus 60. X is to power 3. Right? And the next thing is x is to power 2. 20x is to power 2 clocks. Always take note that the sign before a number you're putting it together with is the operation about to carry out. So the operation about to carry out is actually the sign before the number, right? So the sign before this number I'm going to add it up with is going to be plug this plugs. So I'm going to have 20 plus 10 dot 30. I'm going to have plus 30 x squared. Then I have minus 10x and then 24. I can say 24x minus 10x will get towards 14x plus 40x. And then I have minus kids, right? The minus kids are reading road I it just was United States. I bet P what's this. So final one day they going to wrap for the section. So we have y is equal to 1 plus x squared on over 1 minus x squared. It means that my u is 1 plus x squared and my v is 1 minus x squared. Then my du will be what? So we're going to have to come down 2x, right? And then my dv is going to be minus 2x, right? Good. So that's what they could. What do I do now? What do I do? So what? Very important. Where you do something very quickly. Make so this formula, right? DYX equal to take the second one which is was 1 minus x. Differentiate the first one which is was 2x. Then minus take the first one which is was 1 plus x squared. And then differentiate the second one, have minus 2x divided by the second one squared. The second one is what? 1 minus x squared. So what am I going to have? 2x times 1 is 2x. 2x times minus x squared was minus 2x is to power 3. Right? Yeah, minus 1 minus 1 times minus 2x equals minus 2x. X squared times minus 2x equals minus 2x is to power 3. So all divided by 1 minus x squared all squared. So what am I going to have? So I can see simplify further. I have 2x minus 2x is power 3. Minus minus is plus. Plus 2x, sorry. Right? Plus 2x. Minus minus equals plus as the loss. 2x is to power 3. All the world 1 minus x squared all squared. So finally, 2x plus 2x is what? 4x. Minus 2x is to power 3 plus 2x is to power 3 gives me what? 0. It cancels out. So I have 4x all over 1 minus x squared raised to power what? So this becomes my final answer. Believe you had so much value from this class. So subscribe to our channel. See you in the next class.